Hi everyone, this is Salvi coming to you with some VTuber news today. I do try to get you as much as I can, and of course I do hope I earn a subscription, and I do hope I earn a follow, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And of course be sure to do that before the video ends, and I do hope that you enjoy the things that I have for you. I am not going to go over all of the stuff going on here in the Google Doc because I have heard loud and clear from you guys that you don't like me going through these long Google Docs as much as, I like reading them. So I am going to listen to you guys, but I am going to go over a little bit of this stuff. This was Shinobazu experienced this type of stuff, IP theft. Now, here's the thing. There are some people who will have weird infatuations with supposed theft of, or copying or theft of, whatever you call it, of brand theft, brand copying, brand infringement, all that kind of stuff, and make stupid Google Docs about that. It's just a weird fever dream in their head that is happening. But in this case, it is actually happening. This basically, Shinobazu has gone far too long manipulating his talents. Shinobazu is, just the short and skinny of it, is a manager who is paid to work for certain people here. This person that did the Flash GG stuff, all this kind of stuff. Here is some of the stuff that they're putting here. I'm going to make it big larger so that you can actually see what's going on. Of course, make that side there. It's BIbblydarling talking about the stuff that's going on. They deleted here resources that they created and sent in the private business server. They deleted that. They removed Gmail access to the business accounts. Right here, account action required, tap to sign in. They removed access to that. Remains the owner of the IP domain. So BIbblydarling no longer holds the .com domain for it, and they, have had it taken away from them. This is actual theft, not some weird ramblings of a person who thinks that it's theft and decides to make a long, sad sob story about it. In this case, it actually is one. Cease and desist letter sent to December 12th, 2024. Intellectual property, misappropriation, IP theft. Basically, they did send it to there. They sent it to them on the defamation and other things here. Breach of covenant, good faith and fair dealings. These all things, basically more things sent. Newest contract, I refuse to sign. All confidential information has been censored. Talent management agreement. Talent knows BIbblydarling, residing at blah, blah, blah. Manager Shinobazu Entertainment, residing at blah, blah, blah. And then basically the services, career development, public relations, business affairs, financial management, personal assistance, and additional services. And it says Schedule A, 2 to 4 hour long month at a glance meeting for full calendar planning, 1 call a week, 1 hour call a week, curated to-do list, social media audit, access to partner contractors, open DMs, live stream thumbnails, that type of thing. Consideration of the services provided hereunder. Agrees to pay the manager total $3,000 a month. Oh, $3,000 total, $500 a month, or 50% of the talent's total revenue earned during the duration of management, paid by the 15th of each following month. So if she makes like $100 a month, then she just pays 50% of that. It's whatever number is lower, basically, from what I understand. It is, whatever number is because if she's making like 60,000 or whatever a month, which most people don't, she's not going to be paying 50% of that. And it says here, live stream revenue from Twitch, Kick, YouTube, all these other ones, website revenue from Patreon, BIbblydarling.com, Throne.com, video on demand, ad revenue, all that kind of stuff, touring live performances, compensation for all these things, expenses, managers shall be reimbursed by talent for all reasonable travel, entertainment. Basically, all these things are freaking, limited liabilities, things like that, confidential information, representations and warranties. A lot of this stuff, man. Originally contract assigned, all confidential information. The terms were a lot less restrictive. Ownership of rights and project. The credits, the compensation, revenue share. Here it is, fee in the amount of 50% of clients' gross revenues from all sources. Gross income, receipts, etc., but not limited to YouTube, Twitch, Patreon. The one that she signed before was still not a good one. 50% of revenue, if you have a great month and have like 6,000 in that month, you have to pay 50% of that. That's still not good. Dealing with third parties, all permit releases, indemnification, all that kind of stuff there. Present day, he took the time to delete every message about 2 weeks ago since 8/4/2022. It says right here, he went and deleted all this kind of stuff. Can you please get to the point? Right here, sure, send me an invoice for the services. So he deleted everything. He deleted everything. Concludes my context page. Please see the following subtabs to read our other stuff. And yeah, basically tortious interference, incommunicative, no clips, accusations, prior talents, mod conflict, and mental health ignorance. It continues on and on and on. So they actually have done some stuff. Like I said, there are people who have weird fantasies about brand interference and taking someone's brand and brand theft and that kind of stuff. Those fantasies are just that, fantasies. In this case, this person actually had a contract and a lot of their stuff was taken. It was actually taken. Like their BIbblydarling.com was actually taken. Their things were deleted. They lost access to a lot of their accounts. This is actual theft. This is actual interference. This is actual stuff like that. So that is a big issue. It is not some imagination. It is not some fantasy of some person on the internet, some VTuber on the internet trying to make someone else, hated by everybody. This is actual interference here. Hiyori Mokami, the Wolf Bard of Ephemera Virtual, is having a big full cast for the Fool's Fanfare concert on Friday. Mark your calendars for Friday, April 11th. It is, trust me, this is an insane idea and I'm insane enough to follow through. 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, 9 a.m. JST. And there we go. We have all of them there. A lot of wonderful people. Ricky Poppet, a bunch of people that you're seeing there. Of course, you can also see people like Adora Fortune. You can see a bunch of people there that are all over there, of course. And, of course, you have what has been reported as being Aya Amare there as well. 33 VTubers, the full people, lots of memes, be there. A lot of people are going to be there. And even if Aya Amare is a part of it, from what I've been hearing, it's been rumored that Aya Amare is going to be a part of it. It doesn't matter. Because this is something that Hiyori Mokami has. And of course, this is something that she wanted to do. It is something that she has been lining up, trying to get lined up for everything. And of course, she's having a lot of friends there. And VTubers can have friends from any agency. And the big thing is, for me, all the other people there. IMR is there. Great. Glad that she's there. Glad that she's there for a friend. And that she was invited for something like this. If she is going to be a part of it, of course. And everybody, of course, if you want to see anybody here that is there, go and take a look at it. Go and enjoy it on the 14th at these times, at the 11th, the 11th at these times here, mentioned 8 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. PST, and 9 a.m. JST. Hope you have fun. And of course, Hiyori Mokami is a very, very talented creator to be able to do these kinds of things. It is very nice to see. Pia Meraleo, I hope I'm saying it correct, is a member of JKT48V, Jakarta 48V, and it says, we are on fire. Idol, of course, there. And of course, thank you for coming to the live and recent live on March 8th. She had this live recently, but I'm not talking about that. I am talking about something recently that she had. She had 100% orange juice that she was playing with Kanaya Asa from JKT48V on Shannon and Michi Mochi V. On Shannon is a part of Aka Virtual Indonesia, I believe. And Michi Mochi V is, of course, from Vishojo, and they're all Indonesian, from what I understand. So this is that 100% orange juice. It is a game I have never played, but she's playing it along with a bunch of other people.
Satu.
Apaan itu? Woi.
Attack aja.
If it miss.
They're battling, I guess.
Now watch this. Boom. What are you going to do? Oh,
A miss. Damn.
Duh, itu yang banyak poundnya itu nggak sih yang kita harus masuk?
So this is a team. This is not a team game. This is like a party game type of thing, like where you can have a party of people in there.
Apaan?
I've never played it. I've seen people play it. I never really understood the game to begin with. It's not going to be beyond me if I actually play it. Of course, if I play it, then of course I'm going to understand it. But for the most part, It is beyond. And that, of course, is 90% of the games out there are beyond me. And let's just be honest with there. But it is nice to see her having fun with a bunch of other friends that she has in the community. So yeah, I'm really glad that this happened for her. And I'm really glad that she has friends like that she can communicate with and she can collab with. Netflix has gotten on the promotion train with, of course, Dante from Devil May Cry. They have a new Devil May Cry series that is out on Netflix. I've heard mixed reviews on it. I have heard mixed reviews on it. I am actually planning to watch it. I can't give my review on it yet because I haven't watched it yet. But they are doing some promotion on it. This very much rings as a hello fellow kids thing. You know, that old dude coming in there and being like, hello fellow kids, I know you like VTubers, here's a VTuber. This is a promotional thing. I do not think that they will be doing this for a very long time. I think they're just trying to get in on what they feel is a fad that they can talk about. And which is, it's not a fad. I mean, I'm a freaking VTuber. It's not a fad, but a lot of people take it as a fad. So let's hear it and let's see what's going on.
Hey, this is Dante. And yes, I've seen your thirst tweets. Let's read some. I'm broke. And I don't pay my phone bill. Yeah, the only trap I care about is the trap I set for demons.
Like I said, hello fellow kids.
This is peak Dante is back. Wait, what? What are you saying? You know,
oh God,
I don't really feel comfortable being objectified that way. They made a whole show about me. It's called Devil May Cry. It's on Netflix. Hey, psst, can you add me to your family plan? Please?
Yeah, the family plan that doesn't really fucking exist anymore.
A whole show about me.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't. Well, I mean, it kind of does, but you can't freaking do anything with it. I gave up Netflix a long time ago. I canceled it like in 2020, I believe. They were nickel and diming. But of course, there are people who have freaked out about it. This Dante VTuber thing on Netflix TikTok account is the most vile thing I've ever seen. F you, Netflix. They're saying here, oh my God, VTuber Dante is fantastic. Then we got Dante as a VTuber before GTA 6. What is happening? So yeah, there are mixed things here. Netflix, of course, is like any company. They're going to do what they need to do in order to pump up the numbers for any new show. In this case, it is Dante and Devil May Cry. It is their new animated series that they do have on Netflix. It's an anime made by Netflix, or at least, at the very least, paid for by Netflix. So it is distributed by Netflix. So take as you will, but this is an interesting development. Senzawa just did a blue fish. And of course, why would she do that? Who knows? Senzawa is, of course, a gremlin who hasn't been around for, well, I think it's been over 4 years now. But they remember their password, which they do occasionally, like once a year or several times a year. I think recently she put out #1 Gura fan. Then she also became friends with Doobie and was friends with Nimi Nightmare and things like that. So she still remembers her password. She still remembers all this type of stuff. So it is interesting that Senzawa is still doing their stuff. I am not going to mention who Senzawa is. I'm not going to mention if they're still a VTuber. I'm not going to mention all of that out of respect for the people who are, in different places. And if, like I said, if they don't want to be found, I make sure not to have them be found. But a lot of them, when they do go on to their next VTuber lives, do want to be found. In this case, as far as I know, they don't want to be found. At least they don't want this connected to their next VTuber life. So I don't do that. But this is an interesting part. The blue fish. What could the blue fish mean? We don't know. Senzawa does like edging the fan base. She always has been a memester, a meme lord, one of those things. She's always been a jokester. So this is just another one of her little jokes. This isn't just news. This isn't necessarily news. This is a wholesome thing, but this is what I want the community to be like. This is the kind of stories I want to share with you guys. This is just a random story. This is not like a big news topic or anything like that. I've been trying to put a little bit more positive spins on things, a little bit more positivity in my stuff. Yes, it has led to less views, of course, because that's normal, but because people go for the extreme toxic stuff. People like that. It's just the way it is. It's the way our whole consciousness works. But here it is. One day I was on the bus going home from school, and there's this little kindergartner that loves to listen to music with me to pass the time. I decided why not listen to some Hololive karaoke today with her. I asked her, "You okay with this music?" She replies, "Yes," very enthusiastically. The first song to play was Elizabeth singing Rolling in the Deep. The little girl starts dancing watching this perform. Well, dancing in her seat type of thing. Never ever seen a bigger smile on her face. Come the next day, I get on the bus and she's waiting there saying, "Sit over here, please." Sit on down, and she asked me, "Can you play that one lady with the blue fire?" Of course, I couldn't say no to that. Past week has been obsessed with Elizabeth singing and smiles every minute listening to her. So happy for the little pint. Kindergartner listens to Elizabeth the first time and loves her. I don't think this is in the US, by the way. Unless the kindergartner is with an adult. The gates of the Blood Flame Kingdom are always open. She did say, "May her voice be your strength. Onwards and upwards, huzzah." That is, of course, what Elizabeth says. Blood Flame Kingdom welcomes its newest Rosarian. Yes. That's cute as hell. So adorable. Another Rosarian joins the club. Super adorable. Hope Liz finds out. I don't have any socials outside of Reddit or YouTube. So if anyone wants to, feel free to spread the word of the post. So this, Reddit makes you always feel a little bit like, is this ChatGPT or is this an actual reality? I will treat this as fact because it is fact in my brain, and it is fact that people will love VTubers if they sing and know these types of things. Now, of course, it could very well be ChatGPT, but either way, it is a wonderful story to see, and I'm hoping it's real because this just warmed my heart. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of every size, shape, form, type, everything in between, up, of course, until a certain amount. I do this because I want to push smaller VTubers up, because I want it to be a positive thing. Yes, I do news. Yes, I do drama and things like that pop up on occasion. The news I put can be considered drama, but I don't want drama to be pervasive in the community. That's all what it is. I want there to be positivity, pulling each other up instead of tearing each other down. Today we're talking about PeacheyPill, a Peach 6, non-binary, because it's a bunny, any pronouns 18 plus, please. Let's take a look at their Twitch here. They are a bunny, eccentric one, an eldritch abomination even, non-binary, any pronouns, PeacheyPill. And here we have some of their stuff that they have here.
Put a motherfucker down. I do not trust you as a goddamn doctor.
Euthanasia!
The heck?
I'm actually just gonna kill a motherfucker.
Euthanasia is morally correct always.
What? Since when? What is morally correct always? Okay. That's quite a message. That's quite a message to have. PeacheyPill over here. YouTube channel for clips and gameplay of the VTuber bunny PeacheyPill. And of course, they do have their clips here, small clips here, as well as some shorts that they had around, and their videos are there. Of course, if you want to take a look at that, I will have their at the very least, their YouTube in the description below. And as always, PeacheyPill, thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my showcase here, and I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.